Welcome on guys back, my name is Senki from Digislots and today we're talking about X Anitbody pre-BT8. Why I say pre? Because I'm really hyped for the deck and I have it of myself here on my back, but we're missing some cards because we don't have BT8 yet. So I show you guys today what I played on TTS, which is all the kind of decks that are coming new out and which is the best version I think for the deck. It's optimized, you can play whatever you want. You can comment down below what you're thinking about this list and what you will change and why. I really love to just cut about decks and getting it better to play it as good as it be in BT8 to go to tournaments with a good feeling. Yes! So right, left, tap out the thumbs up button for more awesome and good content and click this little red button there. Wait a second. So nice. Oh, you did? You clicked the red button, you did? Oh, thank you very much, bro. I appreciate it. Then, let's go to the deck. Okay guys, now we are here showing you some cards for the X Anitbody thread. First things first, we have the X right here. So you can optional choose if you're playing 4 Doraemon or 4 Doraemon and 1 Kyokumon. Doraemon says when one of your effects placed in the evolution card under the Digimon, you draw 1 card. So you always putting Digimon cards as a source under your Digimon and draw, what's really cool. And here is like the old Deep Brigade deck. When an effect plays the evolution card under the Digimon, it gets plus 1000 DP. It was like a simpler X with the same name getting plus 2000. But I think this card is really good to have a 5 egg for the grind game. We're playing as well Chumon. Chumon is a really good card to help us providing the opponent to gain memories from the memory boost, because yellow playing memory boost and Mastermon as well playing memory boost, Imperiadramon, Armor Rush all play memory boost. To have Chumon in our opportunity is good as well. You can as well bump it up on 3 as no worries. And the first searcher is Dorumon. Dorumon reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 card with X Anitbody in its threat and 1 quota. So searching cards of your deck is really good. As inherited, when one of your effects plays a Digimon card plus 1 memory is one of the better options here. But we're getting as well a new one, it's Ryudamon. It says reveal the top 3 cards, add 1 card with X Anitbody and Yuji. So you have both the Tamer Searchers and X Anitbody threat is your whole deck theme. And why does Digimon have X Anitbody in its threat? Again, Decoy. And I think Decoy with the other Digimon on board is really strong. And we have for the other ones, Sunrise-mon. This card's spiking, but you get them if you buy a box, you get them as a holofoil, so I think grab this card is a little bit better. But yeah. As an added effect, why this Digimon is black has 13,000 DP or more, this can get plus 1. So your X Anitbody Digimons are big, so they're getting plus 1 more security helps you a lot in the game. Coming to the level 4s, we playing 2 hybrids, so most of the time your big stack killing 5 life, then you have a little bit left of memory, then you can finish it up with a Grumblemon, evolve or one of your tamers and finish the game is really cool. As well as we have the Durugamon, it gains blocker and its inherited effect. While this Digimon has X Anitbody threat, it gets plus 1000. So a little booster and a blocker for the early game to stop your opponent. We're getting a new card, it's called Ginyurumon. It don't have the effect but an inherited effect. Why this Digimon has X Anitbody threat against blocker, and I think to have blocker is really strong. As well as more power in our deck, we have the Greymon. When Digivolving, you might place 1 black card with X Anitbody threats from your head to the bottom of the evolution source. This is really cool. And as an inherited, as well, the evolution cards to prevent effects from deleting it or reduce the P until the end of your opponent's next turn, so it is safe here. And while this as inherited effect, while this Digimon have X Anitbody threat, it gains plus 1 security. So with the Sunrise-mon and with the Greymon, we're having plus 2 security check, what is really cool. As the other level 5 we getting new is Hisayarumon. It says, your turn, when one of your effects plays a Digimon card under the Digimon, you might evolve this Digimon into one of into a Digimon card with an X Anitbody threat by paying the evolution cost. When this Digimon will develop with this effect, reduce the Digimon cost by 1. So you can, it's like the Rhino level 5 hybrid. You can swing into something, place something under, and then evolve up into level 6. Reduce the cost by 1, and then it gains reboot with the effect from its heritage effect. So we have a reboot, blocker, security plus, and boosting. Memory gaining as well, and decoy. Like, you having a big stack with huge effects is really, really good. As well, we're playing our boy Alphamon. Alphamon, you know, security effect is really kind of handy, and you can evolve it up, gain memory, and boost the attack higher to swing more often. Durugurumon says for each card with X Anitbody in its threat, gain plus 1000. They have a huge deck with 7 or 6 Digimons, and gaining plus 6000, 7000 is really kinda handy. And when attacking once per turn, you might place one card with X Anitbody in the threat from your hand at the bottom of this evolution card to lead up to 2 of your opponent's Digimon with the play cost less or than equal to the evolution card. So you can place an Sword, and the play cost needs to be 13 or lower to delete 2 Digimon, and you can delete 2 Digimons, what is really, really broken. And as well as a new card, we're getting Oriumon. Then Digivolving, you might place one card with X Anitbody in its threat from your hand under the Digimon at its bottom the evolution card to delete one of your opponents with a play cost 7 or less, what is really, really good. Optimize destroying effects to stop your opponent is good. You return once per turn, and when one of your effects places the evolution card under the Digimon, this Digimon gets plus 1000, can be deleted by your opponent's effect until the end of your opponent's next turn. This is really, really good as well. Like the here, like a little bit of the effects like the Durugreymon has as well the new level 6. And the end of attack once per turn, if this one has Alpha in its name, unsuspended. So if you have an Alphamon under it, it can be really, really broken. As well, we're playing 4 our support cards. We're playing Breath of the Gods. This card says, this card says, it's really cool. It comes from BT3, an old set. Main, one of your Digimon gains reboot. Unsuspend this Digimon during your opponent's unsuspended phase, and this Digimon can't have its CP reduced or be returned to its own hand or deck until your opponent's next turn. All the things Digimon cards right now do is bounce to hand or reducing DP, and with the Breath of the Gods you're safe. Your stack is safe, and they have terrible things to remove it, and they don't play so much blocker right now, so you have additional attacks next turn and you're really strong. And the security effect gets most often forgotten because it says your opponent's Digimon can't attack players for the turn. So you're safe as well, so you have 2 safe spots with the cards, what is really good, and I think this card will be C play. As well as I hope I pronounce it right, Aizei Yurijin. It says is a new card as well. Main Digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon, also Digivolve, and then you might place one card with X Anitbody threats from your hand as the bottom of the evolution card. So one of your black Digimon with X Anitbody threats, delete one of your opponent's Digimon play cost 4 or less. So you're deleting a Digimon with a play cost 4 or less for a pay cost of 4. I can show you the card when I'm doing whoop. I'm here right now, and it's coming with me. And yeah, then you having deleting one Digimon for a play cost of 4, having this as well. Digivolve one card, it's really, really good, and getting a source under your Digimon. And as a security effect, Digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon, then delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost 5 or less. If something like a Paydramon is swinging, then Digivolve it, and you have always level 4 under with a play cost 4 or less, or something else like Dino, like Stingmon or something else. When they're making the order right, you can delete this deck and you're safe. Or other Digimons, if they attack with other Digimon, they have other Digimon on board, you Digivolve that and then delete it. It's really, really cool. As well, we're playing one black memory boost to find our opportunities, our cards. We have the 2 searches, but sometimes we need a little bit more of that. So having that to gain 2 memory, you can cut this for 1 Shumon as well, but I think this card is good as well. Maybe we need some Deafest cards, then we cut these both. So we cutting the black memory boost, or maybe the Shumons if we don't need it, to get ones in fists in the deck to deal with the heavenly DP Digimons, the big Digimons on board as well. Then we have Kota Domoto. It's Memory Tamer, you set us to 3. And reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with X Anitbody in the threats among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards of the bottom of the deck, so we have a searcher opportunity as well. And for the last card is the Juji Musaya. Your turn, when one of your Digimon with X Anitbody in its threat is moved from your breeding area to your battle area, gain 1 memory and draw 1. This is really good for the early game. And your turn, when one of your black Digimon with X Anitbody in its threats attacks, you might suspend this timer to place 1 card with X Anitbody in its threats from your hand under the Digimon as a devolution card, so you're getting against horses. I think this deck is really cool. I have it right here for myself in my hand, and if you wanna see gameplay in the future from the decks I do deck profiles, let me down in the comment section below, because I'm really happy to do this. Thank you always for supporting. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment section down below if you like this deck list or discuss with me what I can do for the future. Thank you very much guys for watching. Stay healthy, enjoy BT8 guys, your Zenki.